I am back today, welcoming you all with this. We are right now here in Molsheim in France at the Bugatti factory, and today is actually a dream coming true because we will be driving a Bugatti Chiron. And as you can already see, it's not a normal regular Chiron, it's a Super Sport, and it's not even a normal Super Sport. This is actually the final Bugatti Chiron. And here we have it. As you can already see, it's completely covered here in paint protection. This is actually how they do the final test drives of the car internally before they deliver the car to the customer. And that's what we will be experiencing today. I will be hopping inside as a co-driver and I will be showing you how they will be testing the final Bugatti Chiron. It's actually my first ever drive inside a Chiron with the last Chiron, so it's a pretty special day at this point. Special thanks to Bugatti for making this dream coming true. We'll be just giving you a quick tour, just a 2-minute tour before we start the drive. As I mentioned, is the final Bugatti Chiron, and yeah, it looks kind of weird just because it's covered all around to protect the car and the paintwork in specific. You can already see also the Bugatti badge covered in the front. We have the French number plates, even though the car is going to the US. You can see that here by the side lights here. All in all, you can see all the covers around, also a lot of covers in the inside while we drive. Even the windshield is fully covered, everything is covered here on the side to make sure nothing gets damaged while driving. You even have 2 different colors here on the front. You can see on the wheels, even no center locks yet. They will be putting them on when the car gets finally delivered to its customer. Here also in the back you can see we have a different color here. The spec in general looks absolutely fantastic. I really love it because the blue tone here is actually super iconic color for the Bugatti Chiron. We also have the wing up and you can already see the very nice chateau here in the background. We'll be also checking out the cars in the back over there. But all in all, guys, we'll be jumping inside now and we'll be taking you for a spin inside the final Bugatti Chiron. So let's get it on. So the gate is opening and we are ready for a drive. Steve, let's go. So we are now here on the French Autobahn and we are just starting our test drives inside the final Bugatti Chiron. Steve is driving here and we have a lot of things to do. So what is actually the procedure of the final test drives? What are your things to do?
So we define that we drive on first step with 300 kilometers with many road types and stock racetrack, also landing plane for make on that is forbidden and open way, no?
Yeah.
And on this landing plane we push the car up 300 km/h, braking 200 so in safety area.
Okay, but this as the official roads now, we will be doing the normal driving, and then you also have the plane, the runway where you do the high speed and braking tests, right?
Yeah, then we have, when I finish this first 300 kilometers, we return to atelier and resolve all topics, all problems we are finding, and then we make a second drive. This is the second drive is for looking that all problem is resolved.
Yeah.
And we put on the finally wheels from the client.
Yeah.
And so we go drive shortly 30-40 kilometers and looking of all it's okay.
How many kilometers did you drive testing the Chiron in specific?
I am drive since the Veyron.
Yeah.
I have the kilometers in general from the Veyron to Chiron, 360,000 kilometers minimum.
What? So 360,000 kilometers Veyron and Chiron testing?
Yeah.
Crazy. This is a lot of testing. Really cool. So as you can see, we just left the Autobahn, now driving right inside the city of Aubagne, as you can see. And then we'll be also showing you the way the car is literally testing on normal roads like these. Steve makes sure that he listens to every single noise he can catch up to see if it's a familiar or not a familiar sound, to double check that afterwards with the technicians, right?
Yeah, we have more of 115 points. It's in stand position, in drive position, and then clearly we're looking that the car have a good feedback from the road and a good answer from the electronical possibility and navigation, radio, air climatization. Basically, it's in first you have a base setup with normal car. No?
Yeah.
Many buttons for the clima, we say the indicator, and many possibility. And then the difference is we have more power, we have more possibility to move the height from the car, the settings, highway mode, race mode. So it is always testing in many situations, in many possibility, and we're looking at reaction from the car. It's okay.
So in the end of the day, you want to make sure that the customer gets a perfect car, right? So that there's nothing wrong with it, and
oh no, the first point is that the client can use the car directly and drive 400.
okay.
It's safety.
Yeah. Guys, see here we're driving on paved roads. You see that here through a small little village. The guys here, people's reaction. Look at that, and the car drives so good. Honestly, it's extremely comfortable, even though we are driving a Bugatti Chiron plus 1,500 horsepower beast here, and it drives like a regular car. And that's what Steve just mentioned. At the end of the day, you need to check up, try to see if everything works fine as a normal base car and vehicle, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what he's doing here, because most of the Bugatti customers, they will be driving through these kind of streets as well, maybe, or just on regular streets. Not always it's the racetrack that the people will be driving their Bugatti Chirons, right?
Yeah, we have defined the process that the client can drive the car in all situations. So we use the car in all situations. So yeah, we are sure that the client have a quality car and safety car.
Okay, perfect. And here we go, guys. That's actually the last Bugatti Chiron here, driving through Aubagne. The final testing here. He's actually doing a few more turns just for us as a demonstration, but as you can see, we have some paved roads here, and that's the usual setup. So he is making sure that everything works perfectly fine. And here we have it, guys. This is it, the final Bugatti Chiron. He has a Super Sport looking extremely beautiful. So what we did today is we've actually test driven it with the official Bugatti test driver here, because this is a customer car, literally the last Bugatti Chiron ever built. And the most interesting thing about this car is, first things first, going to the US. Second of all is that it's full of amazing details. The car has just got me shocked with the attention to detail and the passion of the work here in Molsheim. Lost for words. Let me just give you a closer look on it. First things first, the car in general is finished in this dark blue finish. You can see in the front, but in the back you have that iconic Bugatti blue. And something really interesting you can see by the door panel is the fading here with the dark blue and the light blue here, and some really interesting highlights on the car in general. First things first, we have the Bugatti front emblem here. It's completely different. So this one is finished in blue background with the white lettering. Normally it's finished in red. They've been doing it just for this car here in general. As I mentioned, Super Sport, you can already see that here by the Super Sport details and wheels. The wheels are actually two-tones. On the front we have them finished in dark blue, and in the back light blue, just to match with the exterior paint. We have some very interesting locations and city names here all over the door and the side panel here. For example, my hometown, Düsseldorf, right over there, Greenwich, Manhattan, Bahrain, Nürburgring, one of the most important race tracks, Munich, Monaco, for example, Dubai, Doha, and a lot of cool places, Pebble Beach, whatever. It's all over the side here, finishing it off with Calgary, Manchester, Newport Beach, Singapore and Frankfurt here on the side. So cool. Also down there, hashtag number 500. And all of this been painted. It's hand paint, it's all handmade. And as soon as you also wipe around, there's no transition that you can actually feel. And that's what got me starstruck, to be honest, because this is just so much hours of work, intensive work, and I really respect that. Let me just move around here and show you the rear for a second as well. Yet again, as I mentioned, with the iconic light blue finish. And the bottom here, rear diffuser, is also finished in dark blue, full carbon fiber, super sport specific exhaust setup here, 1,600 horsepower, also with the wing that you can move up. In the inside, however, there's also quite a few more interesting details. Let me just give you a quick look in the inside. Unfortunately, can't sit inside. The car is not really fully finished yet for customer delivery, so there's just a few things that they have to finish off here. But before I leave, I really want to give you a closer look. This car is actually called L'Ultime and is the final one. And the inside is full of really cool and interesting details. Here on a headrest with the hashtag number 500, seatbelts, matching colors. We have the contrast stitching finished in French flag here. Also here on the steering wheel, all around, number 500 also right over there. Chiron Super Sport entrance lightning. And also here on the door panel, you can see the way they finished it is just absolutely perfect with the exposed blue carbon fiber in matte finish. The interior is almost as special as the exterior, and to be honest, I really love it. How do you guys like it? Is an era ending here. This is the final Chiron. What do you guys think about that? To be honest, the new successor is almost here. Can't wait to be showing you that in the future. For me, the Chiron and the Chiron Super Sport has always been one of my dream cars, and Bugatti has just made it a dream coming true for me for letting me test drive this last car. Being my first ever drive, just something really special. Special thanks. Can't wait to show you the successor. How do you guys like the car? Rate it from 1 to 10 in the comment section below. I'm already looking forward to see you all again and wish you an amazing day. I will be back